I'm Jason with Hallett Customs. Today I figured I'd make a video going over, I gotta do a teardown on the Studebaker 289. This thing came out of my Lark, which is now known as the Lark S1. This thing came out and I put an LS1 inside of it. And since then, it's been a little over a year. This thing's been sitting out here under a tarp and whatnot. Well, last night we got a really bad monsoon. Blew the tarp off. Luckily this stayed on, but I didn't even think about it last night. So now I'm in a rush. I'm gonna stick it on an engine stand, break it down, kind of try to make sure everything's all right in here. So here we go. Well, as you can now probably see, this thing definitely hasn't been stored properly. Now I'll try and rectify it as long as I haven't toasted this thing. I did a pretty good job at taping off most of the stuff, although I can see some of my intake tape on that side came off. The only hole I'm actually really worried about water having gotten in last night with that tray over the top is the fuel pump. There is no fuel pump on this thing, and I had stolen the block-off plate for the Chevelle. So yeah, water might have gotten in there. But if it just got in there, there shouldn't be too much damage. When I took this thing out, it was because it had a head gasket leak. Didn't have very many miles on it. It's got R2 plus cam. The heads have been reworked with big valves. It's a pretty bitchin' little 289, but I'd had nothing but problems with them leaking, and just decided I wanted modern power and stuff in the Stud, so I yanked this thing out. But been hoping to keep it in good shape so that at some point here I can stick it in some other Studebaker, little hot rod, something. But go grab some wrenches and we'll start tearing this baby down. Now I think I'll start here by taking off the top cover. That'll let me inspect a little bit here. If it looks trashed in here, I pretty much know I can stop. I mean, I may try and salvage some other parts, but if it looks like it's all rusty and crappy, well, that'll probably be that. Let's see what we got. At this point, it just looks like oil. I can see the tops of the cam, which looks really good, and everything else in here looks like it should be okay. So let's dig a little deeper, see what else we got. Sweet. It's a little tiny bit of rust on the rockers, but not too bad. Mostly it's just like 2 rockers and it's very light. That is awesome. Hey, hey! Yahtzee. As you can see, had some silves. Other than the fact that they were leaking at the gasket and leaking a bit of oil and stuff out. Pretty good shape. Give that a little cleanup. Good to go. Woohoo! This thing looks good. Still, once again, cylinders themselves don't look bad. Cylinder heads don't look bad. Cylinders also look pretty good. Yeah, this is awesome. Well, kind of took a break for a little bit, went and got some lunch, came back out to work on it, and very quickly realized that I had not drained the oil before I pulled this thing, which is very unlike me to do. Anyway, started draining oil, spilled just a little, got it cleaned up. Then my pan I've got underneath here, decided it was not going to sit there anymore, wiped out, spilled oil everywhere. So I've been trying to get everything cleaned up. There's cat litter everywhere. It's a mess, but we will continue. It's about done draining, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these pan bolts, and I'll worry about cleaning up the mess when I'm done here. So I know I look a little haggard, shirt's a little stretched out, it's humid out today. But got the bottom end of the engine out, the oil pan out, and this thing looks good. It's just gonna be a little bit of cleanup. I actually think I have to take it part of the way apart just to get the I don't know if it was the back of the pan or the rear main was leaking. One or the other of those was dripping just a little bit, and I had the head gasket leak. But I think I will end this video here. So thank you for watching, and next time I'll go get some parts and we'll see if we can't get this thing put back together.